Okay, we're back with beautiful Liz, the gorgeous microbiologist. All right, as you remember with Felicia, we set up 3 unknowns to see if the patients have Salmonella Shigella Shigella causing their gastroenteritis. If you remember unknown 1, we saw that it was a lactose fermenter. So we said, could this patient have diarrhea caused by Salmonella and Shigella? And the answer was no, because it's a lactose fermenter. Shigella and Salmonella are enterics, but they do not ferment lactose. So you were all done with unknown 1 saying no Salmonella Shigella. Then we had unknown 2, and we had unknown 3, and they were both non-lactose fermenters. So we said, could unknown 2 and 3 possibly be Salmonella Shigella? And the answer is yes, because they're non-lactose fermenters. So in this case, we had to set up a TSI and the API. So the TSI, if you remember, is triple sugar iron agar. It has the sugars glucose, lactose, and sucrose on it. And remember, we read it as slant over but. If sugar can be fermented, it turns yellow. If it can't, it stays red. So this reaction would be K over A, meaning alkaline over acid. If you only have acid producing in the bottom, that means glucose only was fermented. So that means this is K over A, glucose only. Lactose and sucrose are not fermented. So that's the reaction you would write down. So we know that this could possibly be Shigella because there's no H2S. It's not black at the bottom of the tube. So it could be Shigella because it's a non-lactose fermenting gram-negative rod enteric that also only ferments glucose. Then we set up the API. And the API has 20 different tests, but it has the IMVIC in it. So we have indole, and we don't have methyl red, but what we have is VP. So you guys remember, if something's VP positive, it will be methyl red negative, and if it was methyl red negative, it will be VP positive. So we have indole, we have methyl red in a way, we have VP, and we have citrate, which is right over there. So we have all 4 reactions for the IMVIC. You also can see the glucose, which is acid. So that glucose matches the TSI acid of glucose, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to write down the IMVIC reactions for this unknown. The indole is positive, blue. So Liz is going to make a plus sign. For the I is for IMVIC. The VP, we know, is negative. So if your VP is negative, that means methyl red is positive. And then you're going to look at the citrate, which is not that beautiful blue I told you about. So it's negative. So this would be your IMVIC reactions. Now we're going to add what the H2S is on your TSI. And we also have the the H2S here. It's not black there, and it's not black there. So your H2S is negative. So due to that, you know it's a glucose-only fermenting enteric, non-lactose fermenting, non-H2S. So there is a possibility that this unknown could be Shigella. Now we're going to move on to unknown 3. Again, non-lactose fermenting. And now we're going to look at this TSI. And this TSI is black on the bottom. You can't see about the glucose underneath because the black is covering over it. But I will tell you, it is a glucose fermenter because it is an enteric. So we would call this slant TSI K over B for black. It's A on the top because, again, the lactose and sucrose did not ferment, so it's not yellow. And you have the H2S positive because it's black. So we would say K over B for black. All right? Now we go to the API. And we're going to look at the IMVIC for this one. So is the indole positive or negative? It's not blue. So Liz is going to put that the indole is negative. The VP is negative. So she's going to put negative, and that means methyl red positive. And now she's going to go to the citrate. Beautiful blue. Okay, our MVIC is minus, plus, minus, plus for unknown 3. And your unknown 2 was plus, plus, negative, negative. So you would look that up in the chart and it would give you an idea what the bug is. Now the H2S is positive. It's black on the API, and it's beautiful black on the TSI. So, could this non-lactose fermenting gram-negative rod be salmonella?
Yes.
Yes, because it's H2S positive. So what you need to know, if you have non-lactose fermenting gram-negative rods that do only ferment glucose, do not ferment sucrose or lactose, or H2S positive, you have a chance for each pathogen. This one could be Shigella, unknown 2, and the one with the H2S could be Salmonella. All right? Now that you saw these videos, go look at your answers for Lab Report 7. Thank you, Liz. Everybody have a great weekend. Miss you all.